Hey gang, Generic Soul back again. I was just watching Jay's video about 10 more or 5 more questions, 6 more questions, whatever. I think it was 5 more questions, but I am going to answer those 5 questions, and I'm actually going to tack on uh, part of one of the other questions from the previous video. But first, I got to tell you that coming up real soon, I gotta go take a trip to the oral surgeon for spring break. Most people would go to Florida. I go to the oral surgeon. That's just how I roll. Anyway, so I'm going to try and get my video camera all charged up, ready to rock, so that I can show you what it's like to wake up off of laughing gas. Now, of course, if I say some shit I don't want to, then I'm just going to delete it, and I'll share you some of the stuff, of course. Again, provided that I can get my camera to charge up and so forth. Now then, on to the questions. What is minimum wage in my area? Well, I think it's about $7.15. Maybe it's up a little bit. I'm not sure. I haven't made minimum wage in quite some time, um, so I haven't really paid attention to what minimum wage is. Would you recommend people visit your town? Sure, come on over. More room for everybody here. Um, my old town, people visited anyways. Again, I got to get out of talking about my old town because it's not my town anymore. But when you live somewhere for 25 years, you kind of get used to talking about the place. Everybody from Buffalo, Albany, Rochester, and Utica all go to that area all summer long. I call it the Big Four cities. That's where everybody comes from, and yet the rest of the state has no idea where we're at, especially down in the city. So anyway, this city, as a matter of fact, has a lot of stuff. I mean, we've got a Home Depot and a Lowe's. So come on out. We got a Cracker Barrel. We got more restaurants than anywhere in probably a 100-mile radius. All thanks to, I think they called it the urban renewal, but technically it's because Fort Drum is here, and I don't want to get talked about that. Do I own a bike? Not yet. As soon as I get my refund back from financial aid, I am buying a bike because I live so close to work. I think it would be easier and a lot nicer to ride a bicycle than to drive everywhere. So we're probably going to get a bike, a real nice bike, not an expensive bike, but something that I can ride comfortably to and from work, and especially when I'm drunk. So, can I ride a bike when I'm drunk? Sometimes. Sometimes I can't. I wish I had a video camera for that party. Would I rather have a broken arm or a broken leg? That kind of reminds me of a Family Guy episode when they're stuck on an island. Would you rather be crippled or black? Uh, so anyways, to answer the question, I could probably go for a broken leg or like yeah, let's go with that. Better than a sledgehammer to the face, which wasn't one of the options. Do I think I could stop pipe smoking if I had to? Yes, I do. Unfortunately, I have a lot of money tied up in the hobby, but it's incredibly easy for me to set down the pipe and unfortunately pick up cigarettes again. So, yes, I can. Um, and with that, I'm going to pose a question to everybody out there in the pipe community. How is it? Can you smoke a pipe when you drink? I find that I have incredibly terrible tongue bite, and I don't like that, so I just switch to cigarettes when I'm drinking, especially in excess, which is pretty much the only way I know how to drink. So, if you guys can come up with some tips, you could watch my videos and see exactly how it is that I smoke. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I didn't think I was after 3 years, but whatever. So that's that. That was the 5 questions tacked on. But then I thought a little bit more about are there other pipe smokers in your area? Now I told you about the dude at school. Um, and I didn't get to talk to him. Now, back in the homestead, again, here I go talking about that. One of my neighbors, he smokes a pipe every once in a while. I don't know what kind of pipes he has. In fact, I don't know if he's bought tobacco recently, but he seemed to he likes to talk shit about everybody. So I think he's got low self-esteem, but he tells me all sorts of things about Boswells, and he was amazed that I knew who they were, and so on and so forth. But then I never got to smoke a pipe with him. Another person that I have smoked a pipe with, real briefly, is Ted. He's one of them Southerners. He's from Utica or Albany, somewhere in. I think he's from Albany, but he lives up here in the summertime, and he has. I was surprised actually. One day I saw him driving away with a big old pipe hanging out of his face. Um, he has a lot of pipes and a lot of dead animals on the wall. Oh, there went my screen. There we go. Okay, my screen timed out. He has a lot of dead animals on the wall. He prides himself as a hunter over the years. Taxidermy is his thing. And one of his pipes that I saw him smoking has a wooden bit on it. That's how old it is. I don't know. I haven't seen too many of his other pipes. Here and there, every once in a while, but more than not, I was sharing my pipes with him, just showing him, check out this new pipe that I got, Ted. Um, suggesting that we smoke a bowl together and so forth. One time he gave me a blend, just a little sample of something called Admiral's Choice. It comes from a shop down in Albany, whose name I forgot, but that doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. And then I returned the favor. I gave him some premium burley, obviously from Boswell's. Um, on more than one occasion, I've given him some Northwoods. I've given him, and again, back to what Jay was saying, it's nice to know other pipe smokers in your area because you can get into the sharing and the talking about it and so forth. So that's my little add-on addendum to the other questions and so forth. So I guess let's cut her short for now. And until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. We'll see you later. Bye.